Have you ever wondered why some men seem to effortlessly attract and keep high-quality women, while others settle for whoever shows them attention? What if I told you that the most successful men don't just hope to find the right woman? They systematically select her using principles that most men will never understand. This isn't about manipulation or games. This is about understanding the brutal reality of how high-value men choose partners and why your current approach to relationships is keeping you trapped with the wrong type of woman. Most men approach relationships backwards. They meet a woman, feel attraction, and then try to make it work regardless of whether she's actually compatible with their goals, values, or vision for life. They operate from scarcity, grateful for any attention, and end up in relationships that drain their energy and derail their potential. But men who consistently attract and maintain relationships with exceptional women operate from a completely different framework. They understand that choosing the right woman is the most important decision they'll ever make, more important than their career, their investments, or any other life choice. Today, I'm going to reveal the systematic approach that high-value men use to identify, attract, and select women who enhance rather than diminish their lives. This isn't about finding someone to complete you. It's about finding someone who complements the complete man you've already become. By the end of this video, you'll understand why most men's relationship problems stem from poor selection rather than poor performance, and how to completely transform your approach to choosing a partner. Part 1. The selection mindset versus the scarcity mindset. The fundamental difference between men who end up with exceptional women and those who don't isn't luck, looks, or money. It's mindset. Most men operate from what I call the scarcity mindset. They believe that good women are rare, that they should be grateful for any interest, and that they need to prove their worth to earn a woman's affection. This mindset creates desperate behavior that repels quality women and attracts those who thrive on male desperation. High-value men operate from the selection mindset. They understand that they are the prize, that their time and energy are valuable resources, and that choosing the wrong woman is far more costly than being alone. This mindset creates attractive behavior that draws quality women while naturally filtering out those who aren't serious. Here's the critical distinction. Scarcity-minded men ask, "How can I get her to like me?" Selection-minded men ask, "Is she worthy of my investment?" This shift in perspective changes everything. When you're trying to prove your worth, you hide your standards, overlook red flags, and compromise your values. When you're evaluating her worth, you maintain your standards, observe her behavior objectively, and make decisions based on compatibility rather than chemistry alone. The selection mindset isn't about being arrogant or dismissive. It's about understanding that relationships are investments, and like any investment, the quality of your selection determines the quality of your returns. Women can sense this difference immediately. A man operating from scarcity feels needy, desperate, and low value. A man operating from selection feels confident, discerning, and high value. Paradoxically, the man who needs her approval less is the one she's more likely to want to impress. Part 2. The 4 pillars of high-value selection. Pillar 1. Values alignment over surface attraction. The first pillar is prioritizing values alignment over surface-level attraction. Most men are seduced by beauty, charm, or sexual chemistry and ignore fundamental incompatibilities that will destroy the relationship later. High-value men understand that attraction gets you interested, but values determine whether the relationship will thrive or implode. They look for women whose core values, about family, money, personal growth, integrity, and life direction, align with their own. This doesn't mean finding someone identical to you. It means finding someone whose fundamental approach to life is compatible with yours. A woman who values personal responsibility, continuous improvement, and building something meaningful together. The key is testing for these values through observation rather than interrogation. How does she treat service workers? How does she handle stress or disappointment? What does she do with her free time? How does she talk about her past relationships and future goals? Surface-level attraction fades, but values alignment creates the foundation for long-term partnership and mutual respect. Pillar 2. Feminine energy and supportive nature. The second pillar is selecting for genuine feminine energy and a naturally supportive disposition. This isn't about traditional gender roles. It's about complementary energy that enhances rather than competes with your masculine direction. High-value men look for women who bring peace rather than chaos, who inspire them to be better rather than drain their energy, who support their vision rather than constantly challenge their leadership. This manifests in subtle ways. Does she make your life easier or more complicated? Does she encourage your goals or create drama that distracts from them? Does she respect your decisions or constantly second-guess your judgment? The wrong woman will exhaust you with constant conflict, emotional volatility, and competition for control. The right woman will energize you with her support, stability, and trust in your leadership. This doesn't mean finding someone passive or submissive. It means finding someone who chooses to channel her strength into supporting the relationship rather than fighting against it. Pillar 3. Emotional maturity and self-control. The third pillar is emotional maturity, the ability to handle stress, conflict, and disappointment without becoming destructive or manipulative. High-value men refuse to tolerate emotional volatility, manipulation tactics, or dramatic behavior. They understand that a woman's emotional patterns in the beginning of the relationship will only intensify over time. Look for how she handles disagreement. Does she communicate her concerns directly, or does she use passive-aggressive tactics? Does she take responsibility for her emotions, or does she blame others for how she feels? Can she discuss problems calmly, or does every issue become a dramatic crisis? Emotional maturity also includes the ability to be happy and fulfilled independently. The right woman should enhance your life, not depend on you for her emotional stability or sense of purpose. Pillar 4. Loyalty and commitment capacity. The fourth pillar is the capacity for genuine loyalty and long-term commitment. This goes beyond faithfulness. It's about the ability to choose the relationship even when it's difficult, boring, or challenging. High-value men look for women who understand that love is a choice, not just a feeling. They want partners who will stand by them during difficult times, who won't abandon ship when the initial excitement fades, who see the relationship as something to build rather than something to consume. This is revealed through her relationship history, how she talks about past partners, how she handles conflict, and whether she has the maturity to work through problems rather than running away when things get difficult. Part 3. The selection process in action. Understanding the pillars is only the beginning. High-value men implement a systematic selection process that most men never even consider. Phase 1. Initial screening. The first phase is initial screening. quickly identifying whether someone is worth further investment of time and energy. This happens through casual interaction and observation. How does she present herself? What does her lifestyle reveal about her values? How does she interact with others? What kind of energy does she bring to interactions? High-value men make quick decisions about whether to invest further based on these initial observations. They don't waste time trying to fix obvious incompatibilities or hoping someone will change. The key is having clear standards and the discipline to enforce them, even when you're attracted to someone who doesn't meet them. Phase 2. Compatibility testing. The second phase involves deeper compatibility testing through various situations and conversations. This includes observing how she handles stress, how she treats people who can't benefit her, how she responds to your leadership, and how she discusses her goals and values. High-value men create situations that reveal character, traveling together, handling unexpected challenges, meeting important people in their lives, discussing serious topics about the future. They're looking for consistency between what she says and what she does, between how she presents herself and who she actually is when the mask comes off. Phase 3. Long-term evaluation. The final phase is long-term evaluation, determining whether this person is worthy of serious commitment and investment. This involves seeing how she behaves over time, through different seasons and challenges. Does she maintain her positive qualities when the relationship becomes more routine? Does she continue to add value to your life? Or does she become complacent? High-value men understand that the person you choose as a long-term partner will either accelerate or sabotage every other area of your life. They take this decision seriously and refuse to settle for someone who doesn't genuinely enhance their existence. The difference between men who end up with exceptional women and those who settle for mediocrity isn't luck. It's selection strategy. Most men choose based on availability, attraction, or desperation. High-value men choose based on compatibility, character, and long-term potential. This requires patience, standards, and the confidence to walk away from situations that don't serve your highest good. It means being willing to be alone rather than accepting someone who diminishes your life. Remember, the quality of your life is largely determined by the quality of the people you allow into it. Choose wisely, because the woman you select will either be your greatest asset or your greatest liability. If you're ready to stop settling and start selecting like a high-value man, subscribe for more insights on building the kind of life that attracts exceptional people. The choice is yours. Continue hoping for the best, or start systematically choosing the best. Your future self will thank you for having the courage to maintain standards in a world that encourages you to lower them.